Hello friends, good morning. Today I'm going to tell you how to pick a stock for intraday. Where will you find the information and how do you pick? What are the parameters that you need to check? Everything would be covered in this video, so keep watching. So guys, you can see that I just took a step back just to log in onto investing.com. Now I went back to the tools like I said before, and I'm going to click on the stock screener. Now this is what the information I'll get it on the screen. Now I can see that there are many listed, 5,713 stocks are what I could see. But I can't trade in all of them in one stretch. So what I need to do is not have that much of income or the investment. So I just need to be very specific with my trade. I'll go to the exchange. I'm only going to select. It's up to you which one you wanted to go with, BSC or NSE. I prefer NSE because the volatility will be more. So selected it. So you could see the number will go down, and you could see here it's 1865 is the number. But do I have to trade in all the sectors? Now the choice is up to you. All industries, all equity types, it's up to you. You can see what are the things that are listed. You can see advertising, aerospace, air courier, everything is listed here. That's a good. But I don't want to touch that one. So let me just come back to the criteria part. The criteria part is very important because this decides our profit and loss. Also, it plays a major role in selecting the right stock for intraday. So the price movement is very important because you can't trade in a stock which hardly moves any around. So I have to select a stock which at least have 2 to 3% in it in a day. So let me just select. So what will I do? Do I have to go this? I'm only going to take care of the daily change. That's very important because imagine a day when you wanted to trade in a stock which is hardly have 0.1 or 0.2 change in a day. There will be no time for you to enter, not to exit. So we have to be very careful in picking up the stock which we should have a very good daily movement. So I have reduced this one. I want a good movement, to be honest, because I'll just put it this. That looks good. So minimum 2. I'll put it like 2 is my target. Okay, 1.802. Fine. So I was able to reduce my stock search by good amount, and it is 646 now. Is that good enough? No, because I also need volume, because the price movement could happen because due to number of reasons, but there are no volume in that particular stock. Will be able to take any positions? The chances are less. So the next thing I would like to be volume, and see volume. I'm going to kick it. I'll generally go with average volume for the day, not for general volume. So okay, and then I'm going to put it in the middle of it. Okay, can do this. Sounds good. 5 flags, I'll just roll it. Okay, now you could see that. Now what is the beta? Beta is the kind of change when they compare to index, how much the stocks moves. That's important. That's equally important for me to trade. Okay, I will say 1 at least. 1.28 sounds to be good. Right. So this is what happens. I got my search ready. Now I got only 97 stocks. Now I can check. There are 2 ways to check. I got almost like you could see most of the stocks are familiar to all of us, right? But I generally go with the top one. In the recent time, ICICI Bank, if I look at the last couple of days trading, has given a good return. So let's see the next move which I'm going to do is I'll go with the technical. Now technically it says that for the 15 minutes and 1 hour, and for the daily, weekly, monthly, you could see what are the stocks. See, normally you need to be very careful in selecting. Out of 5, you could see 3 of them sounds good. But what I'm doing, I'm doing an intraday, so I can just completely ignore these two part of it, weekly and monthly, but I can go with these three of it. So ICICI Bank, it's looking good. So I'll take this ICICI Bank from here. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open its chart on the screen. Here we go. Now you could see that. So how do I now? I was able to shortlist the stock. I was able to pick the stock one, which has a very good movement in the recent time. Now, how do I going to take a position in intraday, which is very important, and when do I have to take position? Now, generally what I do is I just go to this timeline. I'm going to select. Now, I generally don't go with the 1 minute, but I go with a 2 minute stock. Good. Now if you see this 2 minutes, a couple of things, very interesting things which I was able to find. Let me show you this. There's kind of consolidation which is happening on this stock at regular intervals of time. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking of. Now you could see that here. So one consolidation. You can see, let me just make it bigger. Here I just wanted to red line, okay, and I'm just going to see here till here. It's almost here, okay. Wacky, and now you can see. Alright, already. Okay, now you can see one consolidation for that particular period. During that time, the movement was sidelines, right? You can see here, right? You could see this here. That's a one very good movement, right? Almost. I just going to bottom of it. I will generally go with the most of the stock which touches it. Okay, let this. See, this was the first box, and how many minutes that it took to break out from this particular region is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, almost like 20 into 2 minutes is almost like 40 minutes. It just was trying to decide which side it would like to move. Then there's a big breakout and it came up, then again it went down. From here you could see another consolidation happen, right? So I'm going to draw that. Why I'm doing this, I will tell you in the next couple of minutes, okay? So you can see that this one line, I'm just going to draw again another line. Let me draw this vertical line, and here is the breakdown. Good, so you can say almost here, and I can draw the same line here. You could see this is the consolidation line. Okay, and here, and let me draw one more thing. I'm just going to draw it I'm just trying to cover the most of the lines, the bottom tails. Okay, that's how I'm going to decide whether there's a breakdown happens. Below that, I'll take a decision. Now see the second part of it. Then once this break to happen absolutely here, it went up. There was a slight consolidation happened here, and it went up. But does it give me a good information whether I should take the trade? But I will say no, because the movement which I could see is good. I mean, if you just go from here, you can see it went up, and from here, if I just draw some kind of let me just see the trend line. If I'm looking for it, you can help me if you find it. Okay, trend line, where are you? Can you find it? Maybe here I will find it in trend line. Yeah, here are the trend line, sorry. If I just go into trend line randomly, just drawing here, it went up to here, right? I'm not trying to cover every line, I'm just showing it absolutely straight line, or could you put it like this, covering everything, and it's up. I can show you that it's just going in a one-way direction. So what I'm trying to say here is this stock is just falling, going up, falling up. But let me just take this bottom out. Okay, most of the people might say that this is incorrect. Let me just make it more correct. Okay, it started from here. Maybe let me just drag it a little bit more down. Oh no, it went up. Okay, it's fine. I just want to close it. Okay, it is touching this point, and I'm trying to touch most of the lines. Yeah, most of the lines. So what I'm trying to do is, I know this is not accurate, but what I'm trying to say is, this stock is moving in one direction, that is upside, but again it is not consistent. It is coming down and up, and intraday if you have a stock like this, there's a possibility that you might lose your money, because unless until you're putting a deep stop loss, that's a different story. But I'm going to tell you that I don't want you to put a deep stop loss, but a very margin stop loss, and you can earn good profits. So 2 minutes candle, sorry bro, for me, you're not giving me a good indications. Well, let me change the candle pattern to 5 minutes. Alright, just look at the way the 5 minutes candle is behaving. Now you could see the candles, it has fallen down from here, it went up, it came down, and it went up, it came down, it went up. I mean, what do you understand by this? From here if you talk about, it is actually making new highs. Alright, and you can see this is making a new high, new low, new high, new low, new high, new low. This is somewhere a consolation which happened. I can break out, and then is it a good trade? I haven't got good information. It looks to me that it is moving up, but haven't got the clear idea. So 5 minutes, good job bro, but not good enough for me. Now I'm going to take a bigger time frame. I will shift to 15 minutes candle. Okay, waiting. Alright, so I'm just going to remove all these things. So let's make it this clear, this I will make it this clear. Okay, this clear, and then this one also clear. Oh, this clear. Okay. Alright. This candles looks interesting and promising for me. Now let me just show you something. Okay, so what I could see here, the 15 minutes candle, I will simply this. Okay, I will put it this as a first level. Now you could see some kind of, this gives me a clear picture. Very less up and down movement, where you can see a consistent movement from here, right? From here, if I draw some line, you can see it will touch and it will go up. Let me take the help of okay, the trend line, and I'm just going to put it here. I'm just going to drag it here. Okay. Right, it's not helping me. Okay, now it's helping me maybe. Alright, so let me go a little bit down here, and let me just right. Now this moves is absolutely perfect. It is taking the support and it's going up. Right. But again, I'm not interested in the trend line here. What I wanted to know, the candles. I'm more interested in candle, and I'm going to take a trade with the help of the candles. So the candle says, let me just horizontally help you with horizontal lines. So this you could see a perfect consolation time. Right? Let me just take one more thing. I believe that you're able to follow me till now. Keep watching, you'll learn something new today. So you can see from this range to this, and make it a little bit bigger to make you understand. Maybe a color change would be better. I'll put it, okay, if it breaches, I'm always go with the green. Indication is good. I'm going to increase the this one. Okay, that looks good. And let me just go back and see this. I'll give the color of red, and I'm going to increase the size, okay, so that you can clearly see that. Alright, so what does it say? It says that it's almost, I'm going to push this one little bit high. Okay, I'm touching the head of it. Now the candles, I can also push this one to a little bit top to the tails, so most of the tails have been touched. Oh, okay. Or I can go with the tails. Okay, it's up to you which one you wanted to take, either the tails or the bottom of it. Okay, so you can see almost like this 15 minutes starting from here. Once it has broken down, it started consolidating here. Okay, look at the time, 12:15, and before it could actually give you a breakout. almost like 30 minutes, or maybe more than that. I mean, next day I'm talking about almost like one day it stayed in that particular range. What happened after that? Around 1:15 on the 5th of June, there is a breakout. A good breakout, not so much of volumes, but breakout was good. There was a consolation. Again, there is a down, but I'm going to say, don't worry about it. I took my trade. I'm just waiting because it gave me a breakout here. But I'm waiting for an indication. When did I get that indication? This is where it went to the bottom. It came up, indicating that something is going to happen. But this third candle here has given me a breakout. Perfect indicator. When was that? It was 354, the price rate. It gave me a breakout, and then there are 4 candles, almost like 1 hour. It just maintained the 354 to 55 has support, and then finally it again gave a breakout and went up to 360, almost 360, right? So now I got an idea on this. So what is going to happen tomorrow? Today is a Sunday, which you could say the 7th of June. But tomorrow, if you wanted to trade in ICICI Bank, there are 2 trades you can take. One, buy, and the other one is sell. So somebody who's wanted to make a buy trade, being on longer side of it, you have to take care of them. You have to first consider the direction of the market and the bank nifty. If that sounds to be positive, what you need to do is you can simply wait, because it is right now here, right? So your trade is going to happen right here at 360. It breaches this one, and then what would be your first target? Your first target would be right here, 3 rupees profit. I mean, you took your trade at 360 and you're going to trade yourself till 362, 2 rupees. 2 rupees will be your first target. If that happens to be a good move, if it breaches that one, the next moment will be really good ones. It is going to reach up to 365 or 366. So 2 targets, I will say. The first target would be 362 and the second target will be 366. Okay, now that is for the long side people. What about the Bank Nifty did not open well and it started in negative? Now, then also we can take a trade. That trade will start right here, the green signal, which is 354 or 355. If it breaches it, your first target will be on the downside, will be somewhere like 351. The first target I'm talking about. The second target, if that happens, a significant move, and I can see it right, not many candles, but you can certainly say the second happens to be at 348, and if that breaches, then you have a very good move up to 345 to 346. So ICICI Bank, you're right on tomorrow, and I'm going to trade on this. I'm going to show you whether I was able to make profit or loss. Okay, so guys, the strategy what I have shared with you is not only applicable for intraday, the same things you can take care and you can implement on the positional trades, or not only on this stock, even you can try the same technique on the other stocks, and I'm sure you're going to see the good returns. So I wish you good luck, and thanks for watching my video. If you like it, please click on the like button, subscribe it, and feel free to comment.